what will happen or not
Shut
happen.
the hell up! I'm doing the intro! This is fucking... Sorry. Hello, welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom. The final
finale
episode?
question mark?
Yeah, about to say the final episode of our playthrough until the
I guess
DLC
we'll
comes
find
out.
out. That
was something that I forgot to mention yesterday, because I know that I kept thinking out loud that, like, imagine if the end of this game is Impa saying, I think I know how we can save Zelda, and then just, like, roll credits. What if that's the DLC? And not like another game. What if it's like one more string of mainline quests that involve, like, not necessarily going back in time, but like...
So you actually would think they would DLC Zelda? Are you saying Impa saying, I figured it out, that would be in the DLC?
No. So I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is that, like, I could potentially see the true ending of this game being Impa saying, I think I know how to save Zelda. And then either there's an entire another game, which comes out in like 6 years or whatever, or you save Zelda in the DLC.
I don't think they would predicate saving Zelda to a DLC, but... Potentially,
I'm not sure. I also wanted to mention before we go to Whoop Ganon's ass, this is actually Mineru, right? Like, Mineru is in there?
Is inhabiting the spirit, or like, yeah.
It doesn't walk like Mineru.
Yeah, because the body's a construct.
Right, but she's controlling it. I don't
know. It's like puppeting a, a machine. You're gonna be a little bit different.
Is it puppeting a machine? It has fucking noodle arms and stuff. It's just one of the. It just feels a little weird that, like, we saw what Mineru did. Like, we saw her in real life. She's very, like, like, essentially, I'm saying, like, when she was depicted in cutscenes, she was always, like, very, like, stoic and, like, straight. Like, back straight, like good posture. And now as a robot, she's like, "Bleh."
You wouldn't walk the way you normally walk while piloting a mech, would you? See, yeah,
but it's not like that. But that's my argument. I don't think it's piloting a mech. I think she is currently inhabiting a mech as if it was her body. If I was suddenly turned into a mech, the mech would become hunched. That's all I'm saying.
The mech would become hunched. Thank
Hello,
you for
Mikey.
reminding me. I also need to
welcome to the final episode.
Welcome to finale. Hopefully, potentially,
different body, different way
likely.
of walking. I suppose that's fair. It's just like, I don't know. I think of it in the sort of way of like, have you ever seen like a TV show, like a cartoon or something, where they do? I
have seen a TV show. Thank you.
Where they do like a body swapping episode, and the lazy way of doing that is just swapping the characters' voices. But then, like, the best way of doing that...
the way they walk and their mannerisms and how they hold themselves.
Right, but then the best way of doing that is that the original voice...
She just saw you teleport in, Zach! Look at her! She's freaking out!
Let's kill her.
Sorry, yeah.
But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
the best way of doing that is having the original voice actors doing an impression of the other person. That's, like, the best thing to do. So, like, the reason I bring that up in this particular context is that...
because that gives more skill, yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. It's just weird, because it feels more like a robot as opposed to the last Zonai.
Right? Well, I imagine maybe she's also, like, adjusting to it, too, because imagine, right, you just put on, like, a bodysuit which has shifted around where the weights of the body are. I imagine you're going to stumble around or kind of move a little bit more slowly at the beginning.
It even has her icon. What the hell? How the fuck does this work?
We'll move fast! It's so much faster!
Woo!
Oh my god! This is really funny.
That's stupid and I hate it. Zach, you're putting time into this. Of course it matters to you. I have to fill the stream with something. Something has to go here. That's how this works. Actually, you know what? I teleported here because it was closer. Do you want to just
let's talk about potatoes?
We're not doing that.
You know, see, that'll turn into a smoothie discussion, Mikey. And as we all know, Zach hates smoothies.
It's not that
Zach
I
wants
fucking
to
hate
annihilate smoothies
it's
off the face of the planet.
Non-topic.
It is such a good topic.
You might as well be asking, how's that weather been?
Zach, let me ask you a question, okay?
What, Saba?
You know those, they're not smoothies. You know those,
I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna let you keep going.
Okay, so you know those they're not smoothies, but they're like blended, right? That are like bright, vivid blue?
No.
You don't? Okay, well, let me get an image of that for you first.
I have no idea what you're talking about, no.
Okay, they put them into like wooden bowls. That's the aesthetic.
I genuinely no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I will show you what this is.
You're about to show me a picture of blue stuff in a wooden bowl, and then to be like, "Hey, Zach, do you know what this is?"
Normally, it's like a smoothie bowl. I think that's what they call it, but it's like bright, vivid blue.
What the hell? No, I do not know what this is.
Okay, this is going to be very interesting. Can you guess how they get that color? Because I'll tell you in a second.
How do they get it to be that specific shade of blue? Crushed caterpillars.
Wow.
Do you want a real answer?
That's very interesting. Yes, yeah.
Tide laundry detergent.
Wow, that would probably be some of them if they did not know what they were doing. Okay. All
right, can I give you a third guess?
Okay. Yes.
They pluck the sky out of the air and then mix it in with the smoothie.
That sounds so cool, but also potentially bad because there may be a lot of pollutants in the air depending on where they take the sky from. No, real answer, it's called spirulina. It's a biomass of cyanobacteria, so that can be consumed. It's from what the images are.
So it's bacteria that is blue?
It's like an algae of some kind, right? That they process and it becomes like a powder, and then is this a? Wow, thank you for not. Well, regardless, right? So it's kind of like a powder that comes from probably like algae of some kind. Once again, I'll find a more specific definition for you later. But now that you know what it is. Yeah, so spirulina is a blue-green algae that grows in warm, alkaline, fresh waters around the world. Do you want to consume this?
No.
Because spirulina is actually
I feel like this question is flawed because I didn't want to eat this to begin with.
You didn't want to eat this? You don't like this, like, Gatorade blue shade of,
Fucking no? What the fuck are you talking? That looks disgusting.
It looks disgusting, but look at it. It's like
Mikey, I'll get to your chest hair in a second, alright? Give me a second.
Why
are you... That's Play-Doh! That's just Play-Doh!
That's not Play-Doh!
Fucking post that in the fucking on-air of the community server. That's just Play-Doh.
Okay, Mikey, I need you to tell me if you'd be interested in eating this. Now, mind you, Slurpee, like blue raspberry, is a similar shape.
I don't fucking eat Slurpees because it's disgusting. The fuck is wrong with you? There is almost nothing in nature that is this shade of blue other than like the fucking Cookie Monster. I don't know what the fuck you want from me, Saba. This is gross.
This is quite interesting because I never expected you to like. I figure there are some people that like would look at this and be like, "Yo, that does look tasty." I imagine you would probably be on that bandwagon, but you not being on that bandwagon is very highly interesting to me.
Okay, fantastic. I'm very grateful for your analysis.
I've introduced you to something, at least.
I mean, you know, like that's a thing, I guess. Apparently, people eat smoothie bowls. I guess that's fair. You have frozen yogurt. Why not have a smoothie bowl?
Play-Doh. So, like, apparently, like spirulina has a lot of good health benefits. I don't need to get into because I'm not selling spirulina here.
She's spirulina pilled. By the way, I don't know if we want to keep talking about this. I'm about to confront Ganon.
Let me send you one last one about like this is kind of what's common in this like segment of smoothie bowl Instagram stuff.
That's disgusting.
I'll send it to Mikey as well. It looks cool.
Sure. As like an art piece, maybe, but that does not look like food.
What are you talking about? Those are strawberries. That's so food.
Yeah, yeah, correct. The strawberries are food. What the hell? It's called the Gloom's Approach.
Ooh. Well,
All
we
right.
went pretty far down.
Might actually be the deepest section of the game. All right. Oh.
It's Play-Doh. It's not Play-Doh. Also, I've never made something that looks like that, by the way. I have just smoothies. I make smoothies. What's that? Oh, is that electric?
Yeah, it's Saba, we fought.
Oh, it's a gloom. It's a gloom electric.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
that's
that
why
was
I
your
was like,
confusion.
yeah.
Okay.
It's ugly. So, on the kindergarten Play-Doh diet. Well, apparently it's good for you, Mikey. So, you know, I'll take that.
I'm gonna press X to doubt on that. I'm assuming that whatever the algae that makes the stuff blue might have health benefits. I refuse to believe that the things that you have shown are anything but aesthetic.
You know what? Perhaps you're right in the sense that I don't know what goes into it.
Believe.
But half of the time, I believe these things come from like the health nut Instagrammers that are like, oh my gosh, look, it's cute and aesthetic, and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but most health nut Instagram people are stupid. they think that you can fucking get your daily calorie intake from the sun.
The sun, maybe for your vitamin D, but not anything else.
Can we get to my topic just to end the Play-Doh debate? I mean, what do you want me to say about having a non-hairy chest? I mean, congratulations. I could certainly imagine. I could certainly imagine that the sensation would be a little off-putting. You know, especially if you've had hair on your chest for a long time. Apparently, I'm an extremely hairy individual. I don't know. I've always just been the way that I am, so I just kind of assumed I was normal hairy. But
you're not eating Play-Doh, and a lot of people would disagree with you, by the way.
What, that you're eating Play-Doh?
A lot of people would say they have fond memories as a kid eating Play-Doh.
Yeah, old Play-Doh was delicious. Play-Doh nowadays is a lot worse. They put a lot more like deflavoring in it, but
deflavoring.
No. Like this is an actual thing. You can look it up. There's old Play-Doh used to have this it was like salty, and then just because of like the chemical composition of Play-Doh, it was, you know, it was pseudo non-toxic and stuff, so like you wouldn't die, but you know, it still wasn't good for you to be eating. And then did you ever have that thing where like your parents tried to get you to stop biting your fingernails, so they gave you this
oh my god.
Do you recall this at all?
Yeah.
And there was like my parents tried to do it, and they had like this chemical that they tried to paint on my fingernails that would make my nails taste disgusting. Apparently that chemical is in Play-Doh now, so it doesn't affect the Play-Doh at all. It just affects the taste.
I don't know what's happening, but my Parsec sound is picking up your mic. This is so weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't know what...
This was a problem previously. Let me see. So remember when we were doing Beacon Pines?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a problem for me. I could hear myself through your computer. So I'm wondering.
I can't hear myself, but I
right. But I'm wondering if this is a me problem. But I haven't changed anything, so I don't know how that would. I don't know how that would happen.
I'm not sure either, because I'm not hearing you. You know.
Apps network hotkey gamepad account. I mean, Probably client, I guess. Give me 1 second. Because that's an annoying problem. I wouldn't want you to continue to have to deal with that.
Because I just noticed, because I was like, I don't think this is that loud, but it was like really crazy loud, and I was like, I'll lower it, but then I started noticing that, oh no, it's falling and going to the cadence of your voice. So anyway, as he's doing that, Mikey, you know what? Hair is a personal thing for each individual. I don't think it attributes to anything. Feel free. There's some people that are a bit more hairy. Like, I know since of my genealogy, I'm pretty hairy as well. My arms are hairy. I don't mind my arms. I don't care about my legs having hair, so I trim my legs. So. Yeah.
Saba, do me a quick question. Or quick question. Do me a quick favor.
A quick favor? Yeah.
Go to your setting.
Okay, hold on. Let me just.
You're not hosting. You're a client, right? Because you're on my computer.
Yeah, I may have to disconnect for a sec. Is that fine?
If you're gonna do that, I'm also gonna disconnect. So I'll just boot you. We'll just restart for a sec, real quick.
I'll do that. Let me just restart.
So the feature that we were thinking of was called echo canceling, and mine is in fact on. So my echo canceling is on and has been triggered for, and is tuned in for Discord. So you shouldn't be hearing me.
Let me try this again now. Let me try connecting to you real fast. Because I reset it. You're still hoping that you shut down, apparently.
Yeah, I had to restart. There you go. Okay, are you back?
Yeah, let me go to my parsec now, my audio.
There you go. You could tell me if that worked or not.
On Earth?
What?
Like, there's nothing in parsec, in my little parsec sound for it to pick up, but it's still picking up your voice. I think there's something wrong with me here.
Well, I'm killing a Lionel, or rather, I'm getting killed by a Lionel right now. So hopefully you can take this opportunity to figure it out.
Oh, maybe. There we go. I think it was like the button of capture all audio except sessions from the selected executables was on for some reason, which is BS in my mind. But okay, whatever. Oh, we're back.
I'm getting my ass kicked by this silver Lionel. Wait a second. I'm in the. How many times do I have to keep telling you I'm dying?
Not you. Apologies to my stream. You were probably hearing a lot of wacky stuff. Luckily, not much has happened. So we actually haven't gotten to where we needed to go.
I am heroically defeating a Lionel.
So if you put on your gloom outfit, does the number of hearts you take damage to decrease?
So it's just like a gloom recovery sort of thing, essentially.
Ouch. Mikey.
Don't worry, Sam. We never use your footage anyway.
That hurts. Okay, I should write down. You know what I'm gonna do? I may actually, if the audio is super wacky crazy, I may just go once again steal Zach's audio and just implement. Hey, I'm doing all the work.
I'm doing all the work. Yeah, by stealing your stuff, Zach. I misspoke by borrowing. Appreciate when I steal your shit, Zach.
I'm borrowing it.
No, you're not. That implies that you're gonna take it back. You're duplicating my stuff.
It's only a bit of audio, okay? It doesn't require any of your video or anything. It's okay.
I think I want to go up there. Anywho. I don't know. It's one of those things where I remember at Cogswell, I was asked by a couple of the students, would you ever consider dating a guy? To me. And I was like, I don't really have, well, because we're talking about hair, and this is going to loop into that in a second. I don't necessarily have any fundamental issues with hair or with like dating a man. Like I would, it depends on who they are. But I'm really unattracted to hair. Like hair on people's heads, totally fine. You typically looks very good. But like a hairy body, like the stereotypical like bear male body type, not interested at all. And that was one of those things where I remember I told my friend this, and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like,
"What? Oh. Why?"
Yeah, no, like it was insane. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Well, that's the type of body that you have, Zach." And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Just because, hey, isn't that the thing? Is because I have something, that's why I don't want that in the other person, right? Balance to the force,
Balance to the force?
To this, yin yang, the force of the universe.
I like it being a Star Wars. That's really good.
I like how bald as an eagle both makes sense and doesn't make sense.
I'm not saying eagles are not. The bald eagle is not bald. It just has a white head. So I guess you're telling me that you're white. I guess that's what you're saying. How do you think we could get up there, Saba? Oh, you know what? I'm fucking stupid. I was trying to be like, oh, maybe I can climb up there. Duh. I have my fucking air scooter.
What's happening here?
Please, 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 please. Ah, that's fine. Close enough. It got me up this far.
That's all we needed.
Oh man, this entire area is fucked beyond belief. What the hell?
Okay, look, there instead of guardians, it's now lakes.
In this area, I suppose. Sure.
I mean, you could just use Mineru, Oh, you're gonna be eaten.
Casually. Oh, sorry, I was reading. My Zonai shield was stolen. You dick.
Casually leaning on the bar, followed by falling flat on my face. Feel that.
Oh my god! I fucking hate the underground.
It would be me going in to lean on the bar, and then accidentally my leg trips on one of the chairs, and I end up falling before I can lean on the bar to begin with. So.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a lot of destruction. Good job.
No,
boy.
You didn't see that by electrocuting them with what's her face's power. The guy.
Oh yeah, I saw you triggered her. Yeah, I saw you triggered her. It was cool.
Triggered.
Guess what? You want another royal shield, Zach? Do you have enough royal shields?
I mean, genuinely, I could use more. All right. Let's put a shield on that shield. That sounds good to me.
Saba falls on the way to the bar, causing me to fall off the bar and fall flat on my face.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
All right. Once again, I don't even know if there's anything back here. I just figured that this was something to do before we kill Ganon. I don't know how long it's going to take to kill Ganon. I assume it'll take less than, an hour.
Hey, look!
What
reverse
the
elevator.
hell?
Ah!
Well, it's not an elevator. It's just falling rock, but... Wow, why?
Which is a reverse elevator.
What the hell is this? Why is it so deep?
Are we just gonna skip all of it? Can we do that?
I think that this was something where I was hypothetically supposed to come from the other direction. Or maybe this is where I'm supposed to...
Power of a sage cannot... What?
Is this where I'm supposed to be?
What happened?
But what's this? This is
What's
destroy
going on?
Ganon. Oh, maybe I should... Oh, shit. Should I turn around?
This is... Well, I mean, regardless, if we're going for endgame right now, I don't know.
But this is the quest marker. I think it might actually force us to do this. Okay, well, that's a little embarrassing, but I'm gonna have to go back up and dive back in again, I guess. Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm even supposed to.
I'd like to see
here.
where it leads, though. To be honest.
See where it leads.
Like, just jump to the bottom. Just jump to the bottom real fast.
Of here?
Yeah. Or unless you think it's just a. If it's
I think we're
like
I think we're just above the bottom. I think.
Yeah. So if this just happens to be where you have to fight a bunch of people, I don't even care if you just teleport out.
Because what this looks like...
Oh, look, Zach, if you go down, it leads upward. So this may be correct. Not... Well,
because I guess I find myself a little confused at the current juncture,
right here,
because... I find myself a little confused because it's like, this looks like the sort of design where it's like, okay, you start at the bottom and slowly make your way up underneath Hyrule Castle. But then that's really weird because it's so easy to just... Oh, fucking... You saw that I tried to jump out of the way.
Yeah.
I find this very strange because it's so easy to just take the tower.
Oh, did he save you by actually knocking you out of the way? You know what? That's
well, maybe, I guess.
Interesting thought.
Still irritating.
Because it makes sense that the power of the sages can't reach you here because this is where the end game is, right? Because the actual sages will show up.
Yeah, the actual sages will show up for the final battle. I mean, there's a lot of stuff down here. Like, this is all mighty shit. That's crazy. All right. This looks like a boss fountain. Like, what the hell is all this?
Pop! I think you're supposed to go across here. Well, I guess we're going down anyway.
Oh! Hey, guys. I'll take a little damage, that's fine.
Just a teeny tiny little bit close. I've been loving the art on Tulin of... Sorry, that just... Twitter of Tulin. Acting like he's all that because he's the Sage of Wind. Love himself, you know, but he's a kid, you know? That's kind of what kids are, right? Overconfidence?
Well, not every time, but yeah. Tulin certainly is. There we go, finally. Yeah. Come at me, bro. I don't even know if that's necessarily his personality in this game, though. I don't remember him being super overconfident. I remember him being really headstrong. Because like his dad was telling him
spirit
like
of adventure, like I want to go do things and
his
stuff
dad
like
was like, don't do this, and he was like, I'm gonna do this, and his dad was like, God damn it.
Yes, put on the little Pikmin, the Pikmin one.
This one?
The Pikmin horn.
I just want an actual good weapon. There you go, like this. Ta-da! Frick.
Eat Play-Doh. Saba, I'm gonna eat Play-Doh.
I'm going to eat Play-Doh.
Let me eat the Play-Doh.
Saba, don't eat the Play-Doh. It says, I know it says that it's non-toxic, but you need...
Zach, it says it has a lot of vitamins in it, and
no, it doesn't.
I think it's good. I think it says it's good.
I like that. I think it says it's good is a very accurate like way of portraying this conversation in real life. I like the idea of Play-Doh like in an alternate like history where it's like kids kept eating it, and so it's like, all right, well, you might as well put nutritional facts on there.
True.
So you have to list like how many calories are in a tub of Play-Doh.
Like, can you just ascend up?
I'm gonna try, but it's all fucking gloom, dude. It's all gloom all the way down. Oh.
Alley-oop?
Hello. Hey, pal.
Sir, what kind of guy are you?
What kind of guy are you?
like that this doesn't really push him back.
Gouge his eyes!
Gouge his eyes! There you go. Okay.
I can't wait to listen back to this VOD and for you to be insanely loud and everything to be just chaos incarnate.
Oh. What the hell?
Destroy it!
Yeah, but
Destroy
I
it!
don't have that many.
Destroy it!
It's just a wall.
Oh, he's just a wall.
What the fuck is this?
I think this is the end, Zach.
No, but this isn't where it said that the thing was. This was a separate place, I think.
Well, remember,
right?
you just said we need to get in, right? You probably are at the. If we go to that other location, it's probably just going to be like,
we need to go
must
deeper.
find a way. You must find a way to get in. You know,
Why are you saying it
find
like
a way,
that?
Saba, with the bazooka. Destroy it. Get them.
Oh, Saba! This is the beginning of the game.
Oh, well, that's what we found.
This is where we walked down.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck it. I guess we're doing this.
You want to heal, or
I could. I just feel like I'm gonna keep taking damage.
Baizinga.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of honey crepe, a little bit of this, a little bit of carrot cake.
Enduring carrot cake.
See? These motherfucking silver enemies just keep fucking with me. I'm definitely keeping this guy. And also
Give me your
horn.
head.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and also his horn. Alright. So my
Oh, are those, what are they called? Those skeletal
Gibdos.
Gibdos? Yeah.
So
Gibdos?
let's take a
Because they're
little
babies?
let's take a little bit of
Gibdos.
time to power our stuff up a little bit. So I'll take these. Yep. That one. I need a... What's my strongest construct?
So, Mikey, you've been keeping up with the gym workouts? Huh?
Oh, yes. That was a thing that was happening.
My vacation stuff kind of ruined my groove, so I have to try to regain the groove. It's a bit hard, though. Having a tough time.
Mace horn on this. Mace horn on that. Take a mace horn on this. I do in fact have my star fragment staff, but I'm not planning on using it.
Hell yeah!
Alright. Well, I mean, this has a silver Lionel horn on it, so that's by far my most powerful. This thing's not too bad, so I'll hang on to that.
Kind of, I've been going through a lot of moment I don't want to get into it, so I haven't been motivated. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, that's how
Yeah,
it be.
I don't know the details, so we're just going for the basic summary, you know. Yeah, I was like going on a real good flow of like, you know, doing at least shorter-ish workouts every night, and then the cruise happened, and you can't really, you know, you can exercise. Like I managed to exercise one of the nights, but to be honest, because everyone kept doing so much, it's really hard to find a routine to exercise while on a cruise. So that happened, and that just threw off all my mojo. And I've been trying to regain it, but I've been having a tough time. Like I said, we'll get back there though, you know. Because I think it's really nice to be able to know like your body can move in certain ways, and your body's capable of, you know, doing certain things. And I like that, and I even like the idea of being able to feel that. It's just, you know, getting yourself to the point of starting, I think, is the difficult part. Yeah, there's the...
Oh!
There's a thing. We can blow that wall up!
We couldn't blow it up at the beginning because we didn't have access to the bomb. Oh.
Bombs.
And it's gonna give us the is that gonna show us Saba?
Rest of
it's showing us her turning into a fucking dragon.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Because this is the.
And are those all everyone else?
Yeah.
Look, there's a construct. I can't. Is it us though, or
Gerudo,
we here? Because these guys.
Rito. That's somebody. We can look at that in a second. That's Fish. That's Goron. I think those are just attendants. Because it's both. Because in both cases it's construct and then person. Man, the idea that back at the beginning of the game, if we just had the bomb rune, we could have seen this, and Zelda would have been like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Oh man, I'm so anxious. I don't want to keep going because this is them descending. But how come it only shows Rauru? Where's his sister? Right? Am I wrong about that?
Well, because he was the head kind of guy, you know.
Right, but they were literally 2 Zonai though. You'd think that would be important. Anywho. God, I hate this music. It's gonna be so stressed.
Stressed.
I'm gonna whoop this guy's ass. The kingdom come. All right, you know what I'm gonna do?
Kill him.
You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I think I have
what
these.
You gotta
I
do. What they come for you.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. We're gonna do a wee bit of cooking. I need these guys. Because there is no way that this motherfucker doesn't try to gloom the hell out of me.
It's like one. You mean one dish? Because I thought it was going to be a thing where it's like,
it consumes
it's just
energy
a thing where it's,
or something.
Right, or it's like where you put it down and you can make whatever you want while it's here, but as soon as you leave the radius, it disappears.
Oh, absolutely not. It's one dish for some reason. And as far as I've been able to see, I haven't found any guides that have like, here's how to extend your portable pot. It's just like, nope, this is a pot you could take anywhere. It's the only like commodified construct, which is really strange. But anywho, so there's that, and then I need, so this outfit already gives me +3 attack, so I don't need any of that. And if I were to do some defense ups or anything, that would just conflict. So I don't need that. Where are my radishes? There they are. There you go. Sorry. Let's do one more.
One more.
I mean, I guess in a way, they're pretty... These things are pretty powerful, because you could pull this out in a boss fight. Right? You ready?
2 or 3 max. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Here we go.
Let me put on my actual best shield, I think.
You want to save before we...
Sure, let's save.
As well?
As... Yeah. Yeah, that's where he fell.
Imprisoning chamber. There it is.
Climb
We're
down.
We're going down.
Dude, I love the idea of going below the depth. Oh, God.
Well, it's very red down here.
Imagine if he's, like, just been consuming Gloom's Lair!
Gloom's Lair? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, that's so evil. There's a torch.
There's a torch.
That
feels necessary.
Wait, was that the torch that we had? Is this the torch that fell down when the floor collapsed?
Yo!
If that is the case, crazy. That's awesome. That's so cool. I guess this way, right?
I guess, yeah.
Oh. I know.
This is it, Zach. This is the moment. It's all been leading up to this. The thousands and thousands of years that have passed. For Link the Swordsman to defeat Ganon.
How awesome would
far.
it be if he just insta-kills us? Like, that's how ridiculous Ganondorf is. We're going down further? Are you kidding? What?
It's looking real spicy down there, Zach.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh,
so that's
is
just
he gonna
black.
turn? Is he gonna turn it? Is he a giant creature? What the hell is
Doesn't that
this?
look like his hair already? Like, look at it. It's like orange.
Oh.
We are God mode. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of guys.
Is this where the this is where the sages are gonna show up in person. Oh, how funny would it be if Tulin was carrying the giant mech and he's like
I'm gonna make my ancestors proud today, Link.
Goro?
Link, we shall protect Hyrule together.
Yay! Sidon smile!
Garuda owe you for your help. You can count on me.
I love
That was
the
pretty cool!
Oh! I love the idea of the moblins just kind of looking at this like, wow.
God Link!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let me actually, do I actually, yeah, I get to actually fight this. That's fun. All right, Demon King's army. This is going well, I think.
This is going real well.
Blow your horn so everybody can come over here, please. Wow, they're just dropping royal weaponry. Ow. All right, switching back
Hell yeah.
to one of these. Come on, come on. Okay. Link, stop picking up the monster parts!
It is a real interesting idea to think, though, that, like, oh, well, these guys, they are seasoned warriors, these sages, but they sure as hell probably haven't trained as much as those past original sages, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
But apparently these guys are stronger. No, I'll take it, okay?
You bring up a really good point, I think. Alright, he's dead. Second wave?
One left.
Come on, dude, come on. 2 Lionels. Ah.
No, see, now you're getting all the Lizalfos, and then maybe it'll get harder and harder for each, like, round, Zach. And that's why you're getting less Lizalfos.
So many royal weapons. I want them all so bad.
To be honest, I think these guys are actually harder to see. They still have all their powers, by the way, Zach.
Yeah, I know. They're just way over there, so I never use them. Nice. Good job. Good job, Beneru. Walked up to a guy, clunked off his shield, and was like, yeah, I did my job. Okay, give those. Got it. Still got my handy dandy, so I'm all set. Don't poison at me.
Poison.
Oh, by the way, just because you know, you weren't there, obviously. Off stream, I did the eighth. God, it was like the 8th warrior quest. You remember there was like a ring of statues in the Gerudo desert, and it was like 7 great warriors, and then there was the 8th one that was like way off to the side. Do you recall this at all?
Oh yeah, and you're like, oh, this puzzle, and then there's balls rolling around somewhere.
So I figured out how to do it. I won't get into details because it doesn't really matter. But ultimately, the thing that was revealed, at least within the canon of this game, was that the 8th warrior was actually a man from Hyrule who came and saved them. So I think that might lead to more evidence of your theory that this, if there is a sequel, that it would yeah, thank you. That if there is a sequel, it will probably be Link going back in time.
Oh wow.
I forgot to mention that. I literally made a mental note when I did the quest last night to be like, oh, I should bring this up to Saba because this is evidence that she's right.
That'd be super interesting. Oh, I should also let you know, I finished episode 5.
Congratulations.
City. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think this episode is apparently when Hugrash talks about, I think, his past. Yeah, backstory, episode 5. There was that whole dancing sequence, which is pretty good. They were all like, Kingston was like, "Come on, Pete, let's go to the dance floor and talk." So they were actually dancing while they were talking.
The players physically were dancing, right?
Yeah. Hugrash's backstory. Yeah, they all went to like one of the, I don't know if it's called like a citadel or whatever. One of the locations.
Oh, the sanctum?
Yeah, one of like the sanctums. I don't know if this is where.
Oh shit! They're all dying in one hit.
Meets what is it? The homewrecker girl. Like she's just like, I throw up. That's what I do. So it's pretty okay. Focus on that here for a sec. What's happening?
Wow, really? No Lionels? Well, no Keenoxes either, I guess.
That gloom, it means but one thing. The Demon King is there. Huh?
Yeah, it's the guy. Oh shit, are we gonna have to fight all the bosses
it's
at the
all
same
of the
time?
Guys, Zach.
Oh
God,
no!
Good luck with that. Let me continue. At the Sleeping City.
Or is this gonna be them being like, Link, go on?
Yeah, we're gonna be here. Yeah.
I love them all running like they're gonna do anything.
We'll take care of this, Goro. You ready to see?
Well, there he said Goro again.
Goro.
We'll be fine. We already beat them once. This'll be a breeze.
With our help.
It is time, Link. The rest is up to you.
I fucking hate that. That's so stupid.
Never mind, Zach. Apparently, we're not gonna have any help.
So okay. What the fuck? So I guess the difference is that this time we have the Master Sword, right?
You know what it is, Zach? Because we got all of them, I think in the without them version, we would have had to fight all those guys ourselves.
Do you think that it would be like a gauntlet where it's like do this boss, then this boss, then this boss, then this boss, like over and over? I think so. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think we could have missed that. You go on moment.
Miss.
Well, because the speed run allows you to just. The speed run is like super quick. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look at what the fucking. Hey, what happened to... Oh, I didn't sort. Thank God. I got super scared for a second. Fuck it, whatever. I was gonna say something.
Let's go.
I want to whoop Ganon's ass. Also, where the hell am I? There we go.
It's the other way. You can save one more time if you want, but...
So, No, I can't.
You can't!
So, the notion that King Rauru, who had a laser beam coming out of his third eye, plus a bunch of other, like, sages, couldn't win. But I'm gonna beat this by myself and a sword.
Yeah.
I know the sword is super powerful.
That's been absorbing...
I know it is.
There you go, a sword that's been absorbing X for a long time.
I love the idea of Mineru being like, it could take hundreds of years to get that powerful, and it's like, it's been 10,000.
You know what? I could say the same thing. You look no different.
Darkness, not bathed in insufferable light. All these weak, peace-loving cowards running rampant.
Oh, you're so evil.
Sir, I'm telling you. If you take over the world, what exactly are you gonna do? It'd be boring as hell.
He's gonna rule the world, Saba. Duh.
What's the world gonna consist of?
Darkness.
Nothing. Oh, yeah. It's real nice.
He gets to have his Gerudo women back. Dude, this is sick. Are you looking at this? This is
I am looking
legit.
at this.
Man, I can't believe Matthew Mercer would just do this.
Is he gonna transform back into his unmummified self?
There.
Yeah.
Okay, he's rehydrated.
He's rehydrated.
Oh, and look at that. He
But
has
he's
his
not
classic gloom
God-tiered?
sword.
But he's not God tier.
Oh
he
shit,
doesn't have
you're
the
right.
long hair.
Oh no, Saba, that's phase 2.
Oh, whoopsies.
There's no way that that's not phase 2 of this fight.
Dried beef jerky.
Regardless, I will reshape this world as it was meant to be. I will crush any opposition. I will rule.
Guess what?
That is what a king must do.
You know, sir, I think you have
Demon King Ganondorf!
you know, the wrong idea of what a king does, but, you know, we can, you know, teach you.
I don't know. Historically, he's not wrong. I was genuinely hoping that phase 1 would be dehydrated Ganon, phase 2 would be hydrated Ganon, and then phase 3 would be Demon
phases.
Ganon.
In my world, we shall all eat Play-Doh.
Play-Doh all we wish. Hey, dude, it's the Gloom Sword. I have like 6 of those. Oh god, I hate how his crown is like tugging at his flesh. I'm just a guy.
Wait, we have our sword.
It's like, what the fuck is that? Okay, let's see if this does. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Zach. That's pretty gosh darn good.
But he's not
hurting him.
Whoa!
I feel like we're hurting
Saba,
him more
Saba,
than...
do you just realize what he just did?
I saw Gloom something,
No, Saba,
but I don't... Did he hit you?
He flurry rushed me.
Oh, he flurry rushed you?
Yes, that wasn't me activating that. That was him doing a flurry rush against me.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Should get it.
So now that means that, like, no hit is safe unless I am flurry rushing him. Holy shit, that's crazy. Got it. Understood. Is he not? Is he?
Okay, never mind. Your bow and arrows apparently are also god tier and do a lot of damage. Maybe he just gets really hurt this round.
Well, he's about to die. Okay. Phase 2. Let's see how this goes. What a feeling. Dude, him fucking flurry rushing me sent a shock of like fear through my
Freaked
spine.
you out.
Surges in my
It feels similar to
I am not
Okami with the Kitsune boss, right?
Where the
Who
Kitsune
also
has the same
pulls up
power
the
as you.
scroll.
Oh god, that was so
Yeah.
good. Yeah. God, imagine if it just kept going. Oh my god!
Zach! Why did... Zach?
enjoy these fun moments.
Wow. Wow.
You'll be taking far more than you're on this time.
Okay, that's a little scary.
He's ginger. God help us all.
I'm with you, Link.
The kid's here?
I guess so.
Oh, they're rolling in. Look.
So they defeated the bosses, is what I'm getting. Really, Rauru? This is the thing you lost to?
All right, I'm here.
Let's take him down together, Link.
All showed up though. That's great.
That's fun that they show up for phase 2. Yeah.
It's time to finish him off, Link.
Why is your icon not the robot?
A robot. We're beating down on Matt Mercer.
I can't believe my joke was real. That's so fucking cool.
Oh, he's creating gloom as he walks.
Yeah, I saw that. Cool, man. Oh shit!
You could. It depends, right? You want more attack or this?
Let me see. Do I have attack up stuff? I do. I have significant attack ups.
You have one that's
I want to
floating.
defeat him as a furry.
Whereas the wearing potentially what is supposed to be a Rauru shaped, highly an outfit.
Yeah, furry. Let me just flash at him. I mean, he still doesn't have that much health by comparison.
No, it's just, it feels like you're dealing a lot of damage to him, you know?
Okay.
Devin?
Got double up on the fucking health bar.
Yeah, Zach, keep in mind, you'll look like this in the cutscene that follows. You want to
Is
kill
that
the
is this
mood.
gonna
I would
kill,
say
is this
beware.
gonna kill the mood?
I don't know. I just feel a little bit bad if we don't see Link's face. That's the only thing.
Fair. I'll switch back. Unless he's about to do some bullshit.
Boyo, are
Awesome.
you taunting us?
I think he just cleared out all my allies was the gimmick. Hey man, you'll notice how my master sword hasn't busted yet? That's pretty useful. Oh, come on. Oh, I understand. Okay, I understand that. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so in one of the older Zelda games,
Zach, he just destroyed your heart.
What?
He fully destroyed your heart.
That's very bad.
That is very bad.
So don't get hit by that. Okay.
We're not even now, and that angers me. Kill him, Zach!
Well, okay, so the thing is that in an older Zelda game, there was this thing where that didn't hit me, did it? Okay, he
It hit you,
just
but you
hit
didn't
me.
lose a heart. Yeah.
He hit me, not the energy, which is okay. Anyway, in an older Zelda game, there was a thing where he would shoot like a ball of energy, and you would have to like whack it back at him, and you'd have to do it like 3 or 4 times. I now have to flurry rush his flurry rush. The timing is so specific, and I'm also nervous.
Mikey says, I mean, hey, if you want to turn this into a 3-heart run, now is your chance.
It's true.
Be careful, this is gonna zoom
What am
in
I
on you.
supposed to do against that? I guess I'm supposed to run out of it immediately?
Yeah, you're supposed to run out, yeah, before it closes in. I'm gonna rush at you, I think, as well.
Yep. Not entirely sure how I'm supposed to handle that. I like him just running at me.
Oh, it's gonna close in.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I heard him?
That did a little bit of damage. I guess he got some recoil.
So this is he's gonna flurry rush me.
Oh, well, you know, at least he didn't really get hit.
He's gonna shoot 3 things. Fuck!
Sir, I don't think you're allowed to start climbing through stuff, you know?
Oh, he will.
On top of things.
Man, what a scary fucking thing of like, hey, here are damaging moves that just take away a heart.
Yeah.
This is the one I still don't know how to beat at all, like in the slightest.
Maybe try to...
Oh.
Yeah, that is, if you avoided them.
Okay,
Because
so,
they keep going down.
So the trick to that one was to go forward. All right, he's gonna do it. Yep. Fuck! Ah! Yep, okay. That worked.
Oh?
Is he gonna flurry rush this? Yes, okay. Fuck! It's so... The timing is so tight on that, is the thing. Alright, come forward, and there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I am the video game boy.
True, you learn via exposure.
Done next to no damage.
Yeah, you may want to attack up in a little bit.
Hey, can you get off my friend?
Oh? He's doing some wackadoodle stuff.
Okay. Running towards. Got it. No! Couldn't see the third one.
I think give it like a little bit of a like a thing to go around a little bit and then come forward.
Sounded like he was against a wall.
Oh, it wasn't him. I think the third of the
Yes,
things
the
he shot
third of
out
the
made it
things.
just-
I'm aware that I was supposed to give it a birth. He was against a wall. I didn't have a birth to give it. So it's fine, though. Luckily, we have so much fucking health. You know what? This makes a lot more sense as to why we have so many more hearts in this game than we did in the last one now.
That is true. The fact that you can just lose it. Ow. The fact that you can just lose it.
That's a really good point. The fact that, like, yeah, wouldn't he still have that power?
You did it!
Well, that's it. Another one? I mean, he's not that fucked up yet. Why are you Dio posing?
What's happening?
He's gonna turn into like a beast form.
It feels like it. Buddy, you're... I mean, I guess you're somewhat of an immortal, I guess-ish. He's ripping it out?
Oh, he's
Is he gonna
crushing
eat it?
He's gonna turn... No! No, I don't believe this. That'd be sick if he did, though. Imagine a giant evil dragon.
Sacrifice it all to destroy you.
Oh, no.
Cast world into eternal night.
He's eating it? He's eating it? That's unfortunate. We're gonna fight a dragon, apparently. Wait! Is Zelda gonna fight him? Via dragon?
Dude, what the? How cool is this dragon gonna look?
So we'll have a light dragon and a dark dragon, Zach.
We will have a light and a dark dragon. You're super correct about that. Yo, it's Calamity Ganon, but in dragon form. Who the fuck said that?
I think it was everyone. All
Oh.
our friends. They are still down in the cavern. Please make your way out in an orderly fashion.
How the fuck are we supposed to defeat a dragon? We can't even kill a
Zelda's
dragon.
Zelda's gonna come help.
Damn.
Zelda's gonna fight him.
Damn. Now, that's 2 of the trio that has turned into dragons, though. Which is silly.
Oh god.
The DLC is Link just being like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Come on, I just built that tower.
Oh my
That's
god.
unfortunate.
Wow, it's way bigger than the other dragons. Holy shit.
Sir, your eyes are a little
Whoa,
buggy.
dude. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is gonna be like if we have to fight this, I'm assuming it's just gonna be constantly applying gloom while you're near it, kind of like how Dinral does. Demon Dragon. Yeah, Shenron, let's go!
Demon King.
Holy shit, look at the horns. Is that Link?
We are... Yes, that is
Oh
us.
my god! Yep.
There she is!
Yeah! Theme of Dragon.
Wow, he is definitely bigger than her.
She's
He avoided it to save us.
Listen, bitch, she's had 10,000 years of practice. So does she recognize us, or is this simply a thing of like, that's a dark dragon, I should stop it?
I mean, maybe it's instinctual. Maybe it's like a little bit of like, you know...
'Cause that's a good question.
Fate
Why is his
recognition?
dragon so evil? I guess because he's...
Why is he also faster than us when he's bigger?
Well, that's... Well, because... Yeah.
We are still with Zelda. My god.
I never in a million years
Dragon
would've
battle.
Am I gonna have to fucking pilot the dragon?
Maybe.
Noodle battle. Yep. He's a stupid face. Aren't the dragons like supposed to be immortal? Holy
Oh.
fuck.
Are you just down? You're holding on. Oh, that's it. What is happening? Oh, we got our hearts back.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
They're shooting fire. Oh, you have to shoot the stuff on its back. Oh, I see it.
Oh, and she'll pick us up. Okay, I get it. Hey, boyo, I'm gonna kill you with your own bow. Dumbass. Or not.
You're maybe a little far.
It looks really close, but maybe he's just really big.
I'm assuming, yeah, if you touch him... Oh, okay, I think we're a lot closer now. I'm assuming if you touch him, this is like gloom.
It does nothing.
Yeah, it does gloom.
I am totally okay with this if it means that I can get in here and do a little bit of this. Okay,
Oh,
the
it's gone?
inside does not.
Oh!
Wow, that was awesome. The inside does not deal damage. Oh,
she's right below
so
you,
fast.
I think.
Yo! Come on, babe! Hell, wow! What an awesome
That's
like
a fantastic
sequence.
system.
That is
Yeah.
so whoa, that is awesome, dude. Oh my
She
god.
automatically, like, she targets you to make sure she catches you instead of you having to do that work. That's fantastic.
Oh my goodness, that's so good. Okay, so now I understand that there's like a lot of there's a pretty big fucking reason to want to land directly in there.
Cool.
Oh, wait, why don't I have my avatar stuff anymore? Because I know that they're locked underground, but why do I not have my avatars? She's meant to catch you, but imagine if she misses Link. I would imagine you'd just be kind of on the ground while they both wait to, like, pick you up.
I'm just thinking about, like, the sequencing, like, that's required to make sure, like, based on where you fall, like, the dragon will 100% catch you. Even depending on what your movement is. That's just really cool thinking about how you would have to like
thinking about how to implement that is really cool, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really fucking cool ending sequence. This is way cooler than fighting a giant pig. Doesn't he have
using the Master Sword.
Doesn't he have a big stupid fuck you eye on his head too?
I don't remember seeing that, but we can check.
Oh, I guess these are just his eyes. If I'm looking at them.
I missed him. Cannon, can you wait like 5 seconds? We're kind of in the middle of something here.
In her weird British accent. Maybe I should take this opportunity as we're ascending to apologize for taking so many light scales off of you. They're a really valuable crafting resource, I promise. They also extend the duration of your elixirs to like fucking half an hour, which is crazy. Do you think he has these vulnerabilities because he's like a brand new dragon? Because why don't the other dragons have stuff like this?
Sure, maybe, yeah.
Please stop touching me. Oh shit, it's turning dark. Oh, the blood moon! Oh no!
Is this a coincidence or is this happening because it's endgame?
Yeah, look, it's on his head.
Yeah, there it is.
I got a smishy smash. I can't even see anything. The hell?
You know, I could catch you, but I could also get my own motorcycle. Not the time, Zelda! Not the time! Get him, Zack!
Oh god, navigate through his fireballs as I'm descending towards his...
It's all his fault, that Zelda! Remind yourself of that! And get him!
Arguably, I think it... Oh my... Wait, oh, I thought he had like a pig snout for a second. Oh, he kind of does!
Wait, why is this on his head?
Because that's where it was when he was like a person.
But he swallowed it, right?
Right, but you know, video games. So shouldn't this should turn teeny tiny, right?
Isn't he gonna just stick it into this, like, the sword into the middle of this?
Yo. Final attack.
That's gotta hurt. Ooh. Well, maybe, I don't know, because you tend to lose yourself. Oh no, we still get it. You lose yourself when you turn into a dragon. Ganon will never know that we defeated him, I guess, right?
I think that's fine. I would prefer him to just be dead, I think. I'd prefer him dead rather than just bitter.
That's true.
I didn't even realize that was possible. Okay, so you can...
Well, that's the thing.
So you can break...
He swallowed it.
Right, but so you...
I don't know why it was on his head.
Yeah, okay. Dude, this thing looks...
What's happening here?
I think he's dying.
him falling onto the, Hyrule is gonna make a big impact. So be careful, guys. Unless he just kind of dissipates
wouldn't that be so cool
like
if it just
bloom.
leaves behind like a big skeleton?
And he's kind of just.
Oh, he's gonna explode like the bosses do.
God, that's not that.
That's the
Hey,
coolest
that is
fucking
not
thing in the
great.
world! Oh my god! It's a fucking nuclear
Did we just nuke?
I don't even remember where we were above. Yeah, I destroyed Ganondorf complete. Let's go. Oh, he blew up above the fucking the forest. What?
What's happening?
Raru's gonna show up and be like, yo, dude, good job.
Is some memory?
There were no slots for memories, although I guess we're probably not gonna save after this, huh?
Never mind,
We're in a spirit realm.
shirtless. I mean, that's not our hand, so it controlling us, makes a little sense.
Well done, Link. I'll be taking my arm back. Sonia's secret stone is just gone.
Because that was Ganon's, right? Ganon took it.
Yeah.
Because we had her power, too.
We did. She
gonna
gave
get
it to us
Zelda
in
back?
the form of rewind.
Are we gonna get Zelda back, Zach?
Fucking hope so.
We're all just like, we know each other, we're cool,
Funny would it be if it was just the same
happening?
dragon but shiny?
There she is!
Okay. Okay.
What's happening? Are we
Don't
just in the spirit
get
world?
too excited. She might just be
What's
passing on.
happening? Maybe.
Zelda, open your eye. No. Zelda, please.
Zelda? Knock, knock. You gotta respond with who's there.
Oh.
Our arms back to normal? No, and
Yeah.
it's the statues, kind of.
Yeah.
It's the statues just holding hands. Bye, guys. We're not gonna have a cool hand anymore. Thing of like, oh, the hand was also a little bit of Raru's that's like connecting us to him. I guess we don't have that, so.
I was kidding about him taking his arm back. Ah, dude, where's my paraglider? Also, why am I naked? Where's all my shit? Oh!
She's there!
Oh my god, Zelda!
Also, we don't.
I'm getting in there! We're getting in there! Zelda! Don't fall into the cloud, you piece of shit! Oh my god, she's glowing because of her secret stone. Dive
no.
to
Is this something-
Saba,
is
dive
it-
to Zelda!
Oh my god! Hopefully, this is not a thing where we both get yeeted into the past
No,
again.
we're gonna do the thing where we're gonna embrace in the sky.
We're right
Reach! Come on!
there. Here, we have a lot of sky left. We're fine. We're okay.
Imagine if we didn't.
Yikes!
Wow, I am not having a good day today. Into water? No! No! You can't possibly validate this by just dunking.
That's a big splash.
They would
That's
be
a big
they would
splash.
be so dead. That water would be concrete. Are you shitting me?
Hey, don't forget, in this world, you can jump from really far.
I mean, if they really wanted to do something cool, he should have thrown the Master Sword right before they hit the water to break the surface tension.
He's held a long time no see. Okay, so we need you to, like, wake up now.
She also just gets to keep her secret stone?
Link, how are you?
She's like, how are you here? What's happened? Because, yeah, her last moment was turning into a dragon.
I was...
He has the Master Sword,
You reached
and it's full.
after all.
Why is it beeping like that?
It's probably just responding to Zelda, being like, yo, I'm here, I'm good.
I thought that was Fee for a second.
He's gone. The Demon King. I'm not in a dream, right? You did it. Oh, Link, you really did it.
Link, hug her, dumbass!
I like the idea of she's looking at him, he's just like, yeah! Or something like that, and that's his response.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I understand. I had been sleeping all this time.
You were a dragon.
When I felt
That's true.
something, like a warm, loving embrace, I woke up.
Oh my god, how are we gonna repair this castle now?
Where's all that water coming from?
You know how long it took? Oh, but repair a castle. God dang it.
Link, I met such wonderful people.
Why are you
I saw
framed like a
all this was.
VTuber?
I have so
Called
much
a
to tell you.
Close up?
So much happened.
I know! I saw!
Oh, Link, I'm home.
Oh.
Yay!
Wait, mission complete, find Zelda?
Wow.
Complete.
Yes.
Oh.
And
And now
still
what?
okay. I think
Now-
Tulin's still fine.
Was that the true ending?
I think, yeah.
Let's wait until
Zach,
after the
you said we
credits
did
to
everything,
see,
right?
because I think the last time there was a true ending thing, it was after the credits.
Okay, Zach. Well, technically,
That
Zelda's
was
back.
I was so pessimistic about what the ending was
same.
going to be. I'm so glad
this
to be
is
wrong.
what I wanted. This is what I wanted, but now it leaves me with, the question mark of what is this last game going to be?
We don't know. There was no confirmation that
So
there
I
was going
guess
to be a
it's-
third game.
There wasn't. Who was saying that there was
So
gonna
the
be
thing
a third
the
game?
thing that I says to you was that there was a lot of discussions online saying something about this heavily suggested that there would be a third game. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's the true ending.
Maybe afterwards we'll see something, because like Ganondorf will always, or like Ganon will always come back, right? That's the thing.
That's the thing, yeah. But he won't come back in our lifetimes is the idea, I don't think. I think that's the idea of the cycle, is that all three of them need to be reincarnated at the same time. Although I might just be making that up.
Well, Zach, should we have thoughts on the game as credits roll? Initial
I
thoughts.
think that... I don't think it was our fault, but I do think that inadvertently doing the geoglyphs super early tainted a large portion of my enjoyment of this game. Because I was fully pessimistic about what the ending was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bittersweet thing about, like, congratulations, you saved the world, but Zelda's still, like, gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, nothing had indicated within those memories that we can save someone from being dragon-fied, you know?
Right. Which is weird, because I don't exactly understand what happened. You know? I don't...
Through the power of love and friendship, Zach, we brought her back.
I guess so. Like Sonya and Rauru got to ascend to heaven, I guess, and then Zelda just came back, and it's like, okay, so something happened there. We should probably figure that out. Who knows? Maybe we can get the other dragons back.
Rauru take his arm back? I'm a little confused at that.
He did take his arm back, yeah.
Yeah. How? What? How did that happen?
I don't know. Don't know.
Just shenanigans. Well, I mean, obviously the point was, it's like, oh, you don't get to use the arm if there is a next game, right? Because it's gone, because he took it away.
We need
but
things to like reset to zero, kind of.
Yeah.
Except the fact that, I guess, unless they're gonna do a third timeline, once again, I still think that this is like a secondary timeline sort of thing, but we can discuss that in a minute. If there is another game after this, it has to have all of the caves, the underground, all of the damage to the surface, the Sky Islands, because I don't know, are the Sky Islands still going to be there forever? Is that just a thing now, that they can just float and be there?
I mean, it makes sense, right?
How interesting!
Sky Islands behind her.
How interesting would it be if they did a third game and you had like a different starting location, and later you go back to the Garden of Time and now there's people living there?
That'd be super interesting.
Like just Hylians walking around being like, yo, this is pretty sick. I had so many thoughts that I was prepping for today, like last night, because I knew that like the next thing we were doing was defeating Ganon. I had so many thoughts prepped, and now like the majority of them have been invalidated. It just feels weird, because it's like, there's such like a narrative dissonance on my end because we did the geoglyphs so early, you know?
Well, I guess, and this may be a little bit on the design's flaw for them, because if you're keeping it open world to the point where we can kind of do whatever we want, I guess you should have accounted for as well people doing the geoglyphs early, because Breath of the Wild, the way what are they called? They're just called memories. The way the memories tied in with the story didn't really cause any conflict, but I guess this added some... It
literally did, because we knew
irony.
What was up with Zelda way ahead of when the story told us that we did. Right?
Yeah,
like,
and it's like, I feel like that conflicts with each other, and normally, based off of the previous design, it really shouldn't have. So I feel like that's a bit of a design flaw.
Like, technically you didn't even need to complete, like, technically you didn't even need the Master Sword. You just needed that one memory where Queen Sonya died, where you get to see a Phantom Ganon take the form of Zelda and then disappear. If you found that one memory, that should have springboarded you directly to the next segment, you know what I mean? And it's weird that it doesn't. Just from like a narrative standpoint. But beyond that, like, I don't know, man. This game's really good. I was telling Grant, because once again he didn't finish, but while we were playing Risk of Rain 2, I was telling him, like, I think that this game is as good, if not a little bit better than Breath of the Wild, just in terms of, like, variety. But there was one thing that was keeping me back from saying that, and that was, you know, the thing about Zelda that I didn't tell him. And now that the thing with Zelda has, like, a resolution, it's like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Now, I will say, I still think potentially I prefer Breath of the Wild a little bit, but also because we had brought up this idea of, like, Breath of the Wild really felt a little more freeing in where you could go and what you could do.
Yes.
This, we felt a little bit more breadcrumbed.
A little bit railroaded, I agree.
Yeah, and to a certain point, like, some things now became almost necessary. Like, I think they were really pushing that the Master Sword was really necessary. Now, on one hand, actually, I like that narrative, right? That the Master Sword is required to defeat Ganon.
Yes.
So that's
like,
good.
what does that final battle look like if we're not using the Master Sword? Does he take like 1/100th of the damage, right, or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As well as the other thing that's I don't think as good is like we discussed the castle, right? And how like we got to kind of explore the castle, I think, in a more natural, fun way, rather than like I get the idea of it being in here where like it's kind of forcing you to sneak around the whole castle to kind of see everything regardless. But oh my god, this music! I don't know if you've been noticing, but every region it showed had its corresponding music.
I didn't notice that. Okay.
So it was phenomenal. I was listening to it. It's great. So now that's why this one's the weird temple one, shrine one. But yeah, so even though this was supposed to be guiding us through there, like I feel like people are so focused on like defeating the Ganon, or I don't remember what it was exactly, like defeating what we're trying to chase, that it didn't really allow too much time for people, I think, to think about looking around, you know?
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree. Like, Breath of the Wild was unexpected, I guess. Like, this game does a lot of things better than Breath of the Wild did, but then there's also certain things that they, like, kind of abandoned from Breath of the Wild that, I don't know, I'm not a super huge fan of. Like, the fact, I know you're obviously, like, a big narrative person, so we can get back to that in a second, but, like, I don't like how there's no elemental arrows in this game. I don't like how elemental arrows are just attach a thing to your arrow, because it's just like
it does take a little bit more time to have to open, you know, the menu every single time.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like opening,
exactly
like, because that was an argument that people had where it's like, oh well, you already had to open the menu to switch to the arrow, and it's like, yeah, but then I could shoot 7 of those arrows. Every single time I shoot one of these frost arrows, I have to pull out the frost grapes every time. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not as good, I guess, in that context. Producer AG, general producer Shigeru.
Look at everyone. That's not everyone. That's a bad one.
I can't believe that his, like, he really didn't have any general motivation, did he? He was just an asshole. Because he's like, I'm gonna take over the world. And then the second that you beat him, he's like, fuck you, dragon.
Okay, this is... Okay, good to know that Nintendo owns this game. I know, thank you, Nintendo. Is the Master Sword. Well, I'm happy with resolution, you know?
And?
I'm assuming that all of our sages are fine, by the way.
Right. No, they all got crushed to death.
That would be bad.
Ah, there you go.
Woo. What's happening here? What's Mineru gonna do? That's... Oh, they're all fine. Yay! See, look, no child was injured.
I can't believe such an impressive landmass can float in the sky. Just when I thought I'd started to figure the Zonai out.
Did you just notice this? She was so busy looking at the castle.
Oh, is she gonna leave us too?
Everyone. I am glad I was able to bring you all here. I wanted...
She snaps her fingers, all the islands start falling out of the sky.
Whoa. I've never been this far up before, Goro.
Wow, what a sight it is. And
It's true, he's probably not gonna
you were
get it.
roaming the skies all along?
Yes, although I don't really remember.
Wait, does this mean that Zelda is 10,017 years old or whatever?
Stand here again.
I guess, or does like her age in relation to her being a Hylian stop because she transformed to dragon?
Right, but I like the idea of her being 10,000 and... No, actually, you know what? I guess she would just be 10,000.
They both must have channeled their abilities through you, Link.
Light and time?
So, yeah, light and time.
I see.
Okay. It's the end of
Arrow.
it's the end of Explorers of Sky.
Now it seems it is my time.
Minoru!
Do not worry. You have overcome the burden my era left to you. You have proven yourself, and you no longer need me.
I mean,
I
you
know
should,
I can move on.
should let her join. Yeah, Raru.
And the world will be safe.
What about my construct, though?
Well, the constructs I think you could just build. Yes, kid? Yes? Rito child? They're... Okay, they're all going.
Okay.
Those of us gathered here.
We're pledging to be her sages.
Did they misspeak?
To support Princess Zelda and safeguard the land of Hyrule.
I think they all addressed her as something different.
Oh, okay. Link's just like... Huh. Just there.
Ravu and Sonia will be happy to hear of this.
But Minoru...
Where the hell? What, are you going to heaven? Is this a place that exists?
And now let them know just how much you care.
Bye-bye.
Purah just gets to be here. She didn't do shit. Oh, I guess she's the equivalent of Mineru, right? Within this context, because she's like the smart one.
I guess, but you're right. She really didn't hold much of an active role in our story.
Neither did Mineru, technically.
Mineru, you know.
No, back in time, back in. No, my construct.
I mean, that must be tough going back in time just to be like, you meet a certain group of people that you really connected with. And then it's like, oh, well, they're gone. Bye-bye.
They've been dead forever.
The ancient sages. They wished not only to save Hyrule from the Demon King, but for it to see eternal peace. I will dedicate myself to that goal.
Proceeds to jump off. Come on, everyone, let's get there.
And for all time.
She swallows her stone again.
My friends.
So we're technically missing 2 stones
Stand with me.
from a technical standpoint. Because she has it, all of the sages have it. We don't have Mineru's anymore. And we... No, actually, I think Mineru's is what we're missing,
no,
right?
Mineru should still be in the construct.
Was it? Because it was on her physically. We saw it and it disappeared. I don't know if it...
Right,
was
but
like
she's like a spirit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a spirit magma.
If anything, her secret stone should now be desynced and could be synced up with someone else.
Maybe. Okay, is there any extra now? Extra?
Double extra, triple extra.
Because so far, I didn't see anything that was like, oh, more game.
So in the first game, there was a couple things that unlocked after you beat the game for the first time, but...
Well, that's it.
I'm gonna assume that that's it.
Do you want to go in to see if anything's What a game! What an adventure!
I really want to.
What an
I really
ending.
want to load up a save where we're right outside, and then I just teleport back up to the surface.
Well, we're not.
Yo,
oh, he's been at it.
added his profile.
Go back. An evil man who lived long ago in the era of Hyrule's founding. His legend claims that his Gerudo that this Gerudo man fed his bottomless ambition with great power and became a king of demons. He was imprisoned, but the magic holding him weakened when the castle was damaged during the calamity a century ago, and his power has steadily been growing since. Now he has revived as a threat beyond the knowledge of any. So it seemed like he just had ambition, which became evil.
Sure. Okay. Like, you know, like, okay, sure. All right, getting out of here. Bye, guys. There, by the way, they are behind me fighting for their fucking life.
You couldn't save. This is before you dropped down and fought the demon army.
Is it?
Yeah, you couldn't save after that.
Oh, you're right.
Indeed. So they're still doing fine. They haven't arrived yet.
I mean, I guess I can Google it real quick. Like, is there post-game content? Thank you. All right, give me 1 second just to Google it real quick.
Well,
TOTK post-game content.
That was good. To be honest, I think these duo of games, like this combined with Breath of the Wild, is just fantastic. They're on like basically the same tier in my mind of how good of a game they are. Just a quality game, and I mean, you have the fun, the joy of, you know, within this game, just having people be really, I will air quotes, but also seriously mean creative, right? With all the constructs and everything. Like, you brought out, like, there were some things that I was saying was like, oh yeah, people building like kind of computers, like from the Zonai stuff, because you have like electrical ones, right, Zach? And it's just like, wow, the people have been going like crazy with what they can build and what they can make.
Yeah.
So it's just pretty, I like, both of these are pretty cool.
Okay, in the normal ending, Zelda always comes back.
Okay.
True ending includes additional cutscenes, including the departure of Mineru.
Okay, so we got that.
That's what we got.
I see. So it's less drastic than in Breath of the Wild.
What the hell people were talking about when they said that it heavily suggests a follow-up game.
I do not see it either.
I do not see that at all.
I do not.
I see this as a slightly less consistent narrative that does still tie itself together quite well.
Indeed. Switch to a different outfit. Let's God Link. No, let's see Link's god face, please.
Why?
Please. True, that is an iteration of Link where we see his face.
There you go.
Wait, put him in the fancy garb.
Fancy? You mean the royal guard?
Yeah, I like the royal garb.
The mailman?
Yes, I like this. This is good.
Okay, so I guess like final thoughts and then we'll be done. Which I don't know how long final thoughts will actually take, but I still think that this game was really good overall. I am currently in the process of like trying to mentally backlog myself with the fact that, once again, because we did the geoglyphs so early, it kind of like tainted my response to everything. So now I am trying to like go back through all the stuff that happened afterward and just assume that we didn't know, right? And I actually think the story would have been better because the idea of like just the tragic element of like Zelda being like, oh, you know what would have been a little bit more comforting from my perspective, and I don't know, maybe it would have been less interesting. I think it would have been really interesting if when Mineru, like, imagine, because Mineru like telling us a bunch of stuff, right? She tells us about how Zelda approaches her with the idea of, hey, I want to swallow the secret stone so that way I can repair the Master Sword. what if in that cutscene there was like a subtle hint that defeating the Demon King might give her the opportunity to come back? You know what I mean? Just something there. So it's like, okay, so there was an implication that she could come back. Because as of right now, I don't understand. I mean,
it could be. I like the idea of like there just being a thing where it's like, and we haven't found a way to like bring them back, right?
I think they did. I think they did say that when they first.
I thought it was like
the
you
concept.
Can't come back.
Well, that was the thing.
I thought she described it.
She talked about how it was really dangerous, but I think she literally said we haven't found a way to undo the effects or something like that. But the idea that like it was literally just the king and queen use their powers. What are you taught? All of your guardians who had like their sick ass powers could have just became dragons temporarily, whooped Ganondorf's ass, and then the two of you could have just brought them back, I guess, right? Not that they would know that that's how it works, but it's just weird because it's like, okay, I guess that is how it works then. But anyway, so from actual like gameplay perspective, less narrative stuff, more gameplay stuff. I already talked about the arrows and stuff. Ultra Hand is awesome. I think the Ultra Hand as like a fundamental design thing coupled with their incredibly in-depth like physics system works so well that it validates itself. It's kind of like it's greater than the sum of its parts, if that makes sense. Like the ability to magnesis any physics object is already really cool, and the power to have like all these really interesting physics interactions is really cool. Coupling those together really is impressive. Better than either is individually, you know?
Like it's not only game design, it's like engineering and just like physics and like I think all of that was really, really, really impressive.
It's a weird level of like exploration, I guess, in a way, because there is a certain level to this game where when you are first introduced to the concept of being able to like actually build shit with your Ultra Hand, you kind of go, okay, I'm gonna stick 4 wheels onto a plank of wood, right? And that's exactly what I did. And then as you get more constructs and you see more like examples of like, oh, these are the things that you can build with constructs from the Yiga and stuff like that, right? It's like, oh, this is actually super in-depth. And it becomes like its own like tinkering simulator. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some kid who plays this game and falls in love with it, like, starts tinkering with stuff in real life and gets really into that sort of stuff. Because
it's like, what can your imagination do with these blocks? What designs could you make with your mind? And it's like some people
it's like super Lego almost.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
even Lego.
Yeah,
it's more like it's more like no, I guess it is Lego because you have Lego robotic stuff. So yeah, never mind. I guess
except it's more like Lego's more like, you know, basic building blocks, while these are like specifically like specific stuff. Like you could work with just, you know, blocks of wood if you want, but like, oh, you also have like specifically a rocket. Like, well,
that's
you don't
why I'm
really
saying
have
like Lego robotic stuff, because you have like motors and servos and sensors, and these are all Lego official products that you can buy. But obviously they're a lot less common than just blocks, which is what we had most of the time. But anywho, all that notwithstanding, I do genuinely believe that if there was a mod that I could download and patch into Breath of the Wild that just added the caves from Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild and just changed the bubble frogs to do something else, like maybe they just drop a diamond or something. I mean, that would be crazy, but you know what I mean? Just something like they drop they drop like a silver rupee or something.
Breath of the Wild and the caves made more sense because like that was just more like exploration, but it was also just kind of like, you know, it was part of like the nature, right? It's just a cave, right? Versus like this underground, it was an entire sub kind of system within like this world,
right?
That
it was
existed.
a second world map, but unfortunately a lot less interesting. Like
it was kind of cool. Like the pose were kind of cool.
Pose were no, but that's what I'm getting at. The underground had cool things in it, but as a total, I don't think it was really worth it. in the way that it ended up implementing. I feel like the how do I say this? There were a lot of things in the underground that correlated to things that were on the surface, right? Every major settlement had a major mining operation beneath it. Every body of water, well, most bodies of water on the surface were just vertical walls underground, right? Like things that corresponded with each other, which was super cool. I firmly believe that there should have been a thing where underground, where the stables were, or maybe in places that were like corresponding to whatever, there should have been underground stables that gave you stall horses for free. Because that is the
you still wanted the stall horses, yeah.
Because the stall horses are half decent horses on their own. They are unaffected by the gloom in general, so you can go straight over all of that shit. And when you, because like one of the things that I talked about this with one of my friends. One of the things I found really frustrating about the underground was that you would constantly be walking, like you'd be walking through the darkness and then boom, giant vertical wall. And not even one that goes up to the ceiling, just one that's super ridiculously tall. And it's like, okay, well, duh, Zach, you're supposed to go around it. And I'm like, yeah, but going around it takes for fucking ever, so I'd rather just leave, right? If I had a stall horse that could make that trip literally 1/3 the amount of time, way better, you know?
I think that would be nice, yeah.
Like the fact that horses were so abundant in the overworld, but stall horses were so rare below, despite the fact that they are the exact same size, is kind of crazy to me. Because I know the last time we talked about this, I said something along the lines of like, I wish constructs lasted twice as long. That's foolish. That was a bad thing for me to say, because that fundamentally ruins like the balance of vehicles. You need fucking stall horses. That's what you need. I think it's really cool, the idea that like Lionels correspond with the stables on the surface, but at the same time, it's the sort of thing where it's just like, you need something to allow you to travel the underground better. And I'm not just saying give me the motorcycle again. I'm saying give me a little bit more in the underground, so that way going through this fucking area is not as much of a slog. And this coming from a guy who did all shrines and all light routes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will let you know. Not that this is cool, but there was one other horse in game that was unique, but it's definitely not as impressive as like all the horses we found. There's like a spotted horse somewhere. Let me find a picture for you.
Unique as in like it's like a named like significant horse.
Like it's the only horse that looks like this.
Okay. You sending it to me personally?
Cool. No, not this one.
I don't know if it's a spoiler. I doubt that.
See, spotting spot. Yeah, this is the horse. It's not as cool, you know. But it's a spotted
I'm glad
horse.
that Mikey agreed with me. This shit's Play-Doh.
That's what that horse looks like.
It's a cow. I think that's something that's
this is what its stats are. Apparently, it's a quest.
It's a quest reward where it's just like, here's a spotted horse.
So it's called Spotting Spot. But yeah, it's really the horse itself in terms of ability wise is not as impressive as ours.
Because I said it when we saw it, but when we saw the memory of like, you know, the introduction of the Demon King, like where he launches his all-out assault for the first time, you remember his fucking horse? They showed what his horse looked like, and I'm like, I want that shit. Where's that in the game? Like, that's awesome. Sure, like Cloaku is cool, and
Dopra's best boy, okay?
Dopra is super great, but the problem is that Dopra can't be fucking upgraded. So Dopra ends up literally being like a worse option than my stupid mustard horse. Oh, which by the way, I don't think I showed you the fully upgraded horse, did I?
Mustas? No, I have not seen Mustas.
I fully upgraded the horse off stream like a couple weeks ago. He now is all maxed out, and I gave him a special like a special bridle and stuff. Like I made him look more unique. I could show you that real quick. Sky Islands, great idea. I think the Sky Islands are just genuinely fantastic. The triple tier mazes were super cool. You know, doing it on the surface and then figuring out how to get all the way up and then skydiving all the way down for like a boss fight. That's super cool. I think that was also a great idea. I don't know. It's really weird because, like, I can't necessarily say that this game is 100%. Yeah, look at those stats, dude.
Hell yeah.
I can't necessarily say that this game is, like, better than Breath of the Wild because
I think they're really close to each other.
They fundamentally differ too much.
Oh my god, look at that there.
Shut up about Kakariko Village. I know about Kakariko Village. Yeah, look at that.
It's
See?
our mustard ketchup horse.
That's Mustus.
And look, we're wearing the Royal Guard uniform, so this fits.
Just take a ride. Let him drive us wherever he wants to go for a bit. Yes, sorry. So, the fuse mechanic. There's a lot of people online who have expressed some disappointment with the fuse mechanic. There were some people who were kind of hoping that the fuse mechanic would function more like fusing things together with the Ultra Hand, like merging them. Like essentially, people wanted to take like a stick a chair to it, stick a rope to that, and then put a like iron ball on the end of that, and make the world's worst like flail, and swing it around with, you know, on the tip of their sword. Obviously, that's not what happened. So they're a little disappointed by that. But overall, I feel like the fuse mechanic makes sense. You know, most of the time it's utilized to just increase the attack damage of whatever. Well, the attack damage and durability of whatever you're fusing it into. But also, you get special effects sometimes, like the ability to break rocks or the elemental damage or, you know, whatever. So I think that those are all like, I think that those are all pretty valid in general. I think the number one thing that the fuse mechanic does for me that I really enjoy is it fixes the dumbass durability system from Breath of the Wild, which was just frustrating. Now the ability to just fuse something to my sword and essentially double its durability is pretty fucking sick. That's pretty good. Other things. I wish... You good, Saba?
Yeah?
Okay, sorry, you were just leaving yourself on mute. I didn't know if I was interrupting
background
something.
noise. There's a little bit of background noise. I just didn't want to catch that, yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate your candor. In terms of just like general gameplay type stuff, there's only a couple things that I find a little annoying. Farming rupees in this game is much more difficult than in the first game. I feel like it's pretty obvious that in the first game they just didn't anticipate people farming that like snow field for gourmet meat, so they didn't really balance the economy around doing that. This game has a lot more opportunities for getting gemstones and stuff like that, so I think that this game really doubled down on the idea of like you're supposed to find gemstones and sell them because of all the caves and stuff like that that are everywhere. Still just a little annoying because that's not like that's something that you can do through general gameplay, but if I want to sit down and make 10,000 rupees in the first game, I could make 10,000 rupees in like half an hour. In this game it takes like an hour and a half, so like almost 3 times longer. Another one, I hate the idea that the dragons are now on their own independent clock. I genuinely think that that's just annoying.
Yeah, that was annoying. I thought that was really annoying, yeah. Because
there were definitely times where, like I did farming off stream where my routine was to sleep until night, so that way night had fallen, and then just teleport to all of the different sky towers, or the sky towers that were like near where dragons would be, and then just rinse and repeat, just going all the way up, gliding all the way down, picking up any stars that happen to fall along the way. And if a dragon just so happened to be nearby when I was doing that, cool, I could get one item. You know what I mean? I understand the implication of why they have them on their own independent timer, because they didn't want people to be farming them. But come on, guys, like, it's a video game, you know? You gotta work with people a little bit. And also, it's not actually, like, tied to any official clock. It's literally just a, like, value. It's like a number.
Yeah, that just increases.
It's a number
it's like
that ticks up every frame to, like, dictate where they should be on their path. And so like, that's why when when we were first trying to do the Master Sword and I changed my system time, that's why she didn't suddenly teleport back to where she would have been an hour prior.
Because the value
had not changed.
Yeah.
People who have hacked the game have, like, manipulated that, and it does in fact tell them where they're supposed to be on their track. What else? Is there any other aspects? Because once again, you were here for. I mean, obviously there was an enormous amount of stuff that I did off stream. I'm about to run past a Hinox,
the evil trees. The evil trees are definitely, like, some of the things that they added. I was like, are definitely like a little bit of just like, what? Why is this suddenly here? I would say the evil trees are definitely one of those guys.
The evil trees are not offensive, you know.
Okay, so what stopped us was. No.
Yeah, that's what I just said. We're about to run into a Hinox, but
no,
luckily
I know.
we're
I was
fine.
like, we went almost all the way around the map, in terms of like the
with no stopping,
big loop. Yeah. We saw 3 separate bloopies.
Yes,
fun.
we even saw a cave that I haven't explored yet, but I'm not going to because I have no intention of doing that for now. I'm going to be taking a long break from this game. In fact, I'm probably not going to come back until the expansion comes out, whenever that happens.
Geoglyphs. The geoglyphs, I think, were a fun.
I think the geoglyphs as a concept were super cool. I think Zelda's memories could have been done a little better. You know?
Yeah. I meant, like, the
actual geoglyphs are super cool. The idea of it being like, because that's the whole thing, is like the Zonai came down from on high, so you do geoglyphs, so that way the people who are up in the sky can see them, which is super neat. What was I about to say? This is gonna take us straight through Kakariko, I think, actually. The new enemies that they added into the game, I think most of them are winners. I know the Evermeans are kind of weird. If anything, the Evermeans are interesting because they force you, more or less, to use fire or sharp weaponry in order to be able to hurt them. If you're just using, like, a hammer, they take nothing from that damage.
It more sense to have more Evermeans in if you could do it in, like, the forest of there's a Korok forest.
I mean, they did.
Like, that would have been fun.
That is.
I didn't see him. I didn't actually see it because I didn't.
I mean, you saw Evermeans all over the Gaff, right? So it's like,
I feel like it would have made sense though. It's like if a lot of them were congregated there, and maybe that's where they came from, kind of.
Well, Evermeans just being kind of like a thing in general. Once again, I will reiterate that I do genuinely believe that this is like an alternate timeline sort of thing. Obviously, the game doesn't really address that in the slightest. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so in this timeline's version of the Calamity, all of the monsters that reawoke had horns on their head, because they definitely didn't in the first game. I guess I could criticize that slightly too. I really didn't like how all of the monsters had horns now. Some of them it worked really well, like Moblins it worked well for the most part. But then, like, a lot of them were just like, a lot of them it looked like you licked the bottom of like a thing of chapstick and stuck it to their head. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
There were edits within the first day of this game coming out of people like either doing like a really good Photoshop or modding in just a dildo stuck to the top of an enemy's head. And it's just one of those things where it's like, that's kind of what they did. and I understand why the horns exist from like a mechanical standpoint, and like you clearly wanted to differentiate the horns between like the levels of damage that they provide. So like the silver bokoblin horn looks so much different than the regular bokoblin horn, as an example. But I don't know, it was just weird because like moblins already had fangs, right? Why not just have moblin fangs be the thing that you put onto your weapons? Why'd you have to give them a horn? And it's like, oh, well, it's to keep things consistent. It's like, okay, I guess so. Like, that's fair. I do look forward to, because the last time that they did DLC, they added the, like, hard mode in the first DLC that came out. Oh, shit, am I gonna... I'm gonna
you
start
could just
freezing.
put on, like the headpiece or something. Luckily, that's good enough.
Yeah, so the first DLC for Breath of the Wild added just a bunch of random nonsense, including a hard mode, and the hard mode added golden enemies. And now I am quite interested to see what golden enemies are like in this game. You know what I mean? Because silver enemies are already so tough, and I think I would love to get like a shit ton of golden horns from each enemy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like wait, were there even golden? Oh, there weren't even silver Hinoxes. Now I think about it, there were silver versions of almost every other enemy, but not Hinoxes. That's weird. That's a weird distinction, actually, because they go up to black, but they don't go to silver. Anywho, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know. Any final thoughts, Saba? Because we're about to end, I guess.
I mean, I feel like we've explored almost all of it when we were doing the credits as well. Really, really good game. Up there with Breath of the Wild. They're like on par, basically, with how enjoyable this was. Now, I genuinely think did a lot more.
I genuinely
think with this and the other one, but
sorry to interrupt, but I genuinely think in a couple years, when like the recency bias has started to wash away a little bit, I genuinely think this is going to be an argument like Pepsi and Coke, right? Where it's just like, in actuality, one's not really better than the other. People just have a preference and then they fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Based on that.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm gonna put it in with being like, no, they're both really, really enjoyable.
Of course.
Okay,
yes.
maybe. Okay, good. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun experiencing this, and once again, I still think it's like, just with how grand this kind of adventure is and the gameplay itself, like, I'm pretty sure, like, after a while, Zach, you could probably come back and play this again and be just as happy, because you can do things in a different order.
I think if I were to ever come back to this, I think it would be to show somebody who didn't play it prior, to, like, give them a little bit of, like, a slightly guided playthrough. Because that's what I was talking about before, where it's just, like, I think I would tell them, like, don't worry about the geoglyphs yet. You know,
because that's like more story. I would say you don't even probably even need to finish the game for the sake of like the narrative. You could just finish the game because you want to like fight Ganon again, you know?
Oh, I mean, I would love to do that fight again. That fight was fucking insane. The part where the health bar just keeps going. God, I gotta go back to that clip. I would post it, but obviously grant spoilers and stuff like that, but like, that was wild. I'm like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if the health bar kept going? And then it did. But yeah, I don't know, I guess something that I could kind of convey was that the off-screen like general like farming and exploration in Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, was much more enjoyable than this game's version of that. And that largely is a factor of the underground. The underground is not fun to traverse. The underground is cool to experience. It is not fun to traverse.
The underground is really probably cool in concept as well, but yeah, your experience in
like on
not
paper,
traversing
it's a 10 out of 10, right? In practice, it's like a 6 out of 10. Which is a little sad.
Well, we've made it to Rito Village.
We made it to the end. We can't go any further. All right, good job.
This is where Mustus wanted to take us.
Mustus wanted to deliver us to the bird people. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels weird because it's like I can't believe that we're done. You know? And I think that in retrospect, obviously there's no way I could have known. There was a lot of content I ended up doing off stream where if I had clairvoyance, I would have avoided doing it and did it on stream instead, just because it was cool content that I think you would have liked to have seen. And so I ended up telling you about it, right, afterwards, but that's not
even better for me, right? Maybe if I eventually down the line play this again myself, you know. Oh well, technically those things will be kind of newish for me, you know.
Sure. I now feel a bit like a weight off my shoulders. I can check out those speed runs that I saw of like people beating the game in like 30 something minutes or something crazy like that, and be like,
oh yeah, let me know what they do.
Yeah, how the fuck do you
crazy.
do that exactly? I don't understand what's mandatory versus what's not mandatory in this game.
It'll be cool to know.
Like I want to like just to like more compliments just to make sure it doesn't sound like I'm down on the game. I am very positive on this. I think that it's comparable, if not a little bit better than Breath of the Wild. The new armors, almost universally awesome. Almost universally super awesome. A lot of them are cool. The frog suit is great. The wingsuit is obviously very specific to this game, but also super great. All of the different weapon archetypes having like special uses. In the first game, they were just more durable. Like that was the only difference between like the knight set and the royal set, was that the royal set had more durability, right? Whereas in this game, it's like, oh, improved flurry rush, or oh, the knight's weapons add like up to 50% of your damage, like of the weapon's damage on top of itself. Like it gets stronger the lower your health gets, which is really cool.
Ooh.
Like if you're within a certain threshold, it gets even better, and it's like that's pretty sick. Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe it's over, but I'm gonna look at that. I'm finally gonna be able to I'm gonna be finally able to like embrace the discourse and like see what people have been talking about. I can now go back to that thread that I kept referring to where people were talking about, so probably gonna be another sequel, huh? It's like I'm like
where?
How, yeah,
where
do you see evidence for that? Is there a side quest that we didn't do? Like that I didn't do that explains that? Because that's the other thing. What the fuck happened to all the Sheikah stuff? This game,
that's still
makes
a little bit
no
of a
effort to explain what the fuck happened to all the shrines, all the towers, and the divine beasts. What happened?
Delete this. I forgot. Grant could possibly see this. It's okay. It's just a horse, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna delete it.
What'd you do?
Okay. I put it on air spot, so I was like, oh, Grant, don't look at it. I guess.
Oh, because it's a fucking spotted horse?
Yeah, that's
you wouldn't even know the context for it.
It's okay, just in case. It doesn't matter. You already saw it.
All right.
Regardless, good game.
Real quick, as we wrap up here, which I've been saying for like half an hour, but as we wrap up here, what do you want to do tomorrow? Do you want to do like a wee bit of Stardew and we can just hang out? Because once again, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that, and it's still Father's Day, right? So it's like
maybe so I'm gonna be calling my dad and my grandfather and stuff, but I have nothing to do other than that since I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah, so I've been told, yeah.
So I have to I have to pick mom up for 5. So I'm probably gonna be leaving around like 4:30ish, or at least getting ready to leave around 4:30. So 4:30 my time. So I don't know when you want to stream. Like I'm probably like
I'll let you know. Maybe I could do something where I even like maybe start streaming, and if you're here, you can jump on.
Okay, just letting you know. Like if I'm hard out at 4:30, I'm probably not going to be back till like fucking 6:37.
Okay, I'll see when I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go on now, and you could be like, sure.
Okay.
Whatever.
That seems good to me. All right, well, cool. That was Tears of the Kingdom. Have fun.
That was Tears
We'll be back
of the
next
Kingdom.
weekend with Wario Land Shake It. Good night, everybody.
Alrighty, Zach. Have a good night.
Good night, Saba.
Bye.